Hi everyone! It's been a while, but it's time for a little review. As you can see, there's 3 smartwatches here, 2 Garmin's and an Apple. This is the Venu Sq. I've been using this for the last few months, and my partner has been using this one. This is the Forerunner 745. This is a pretty old Apple Watch, Series 2. I used this one actually since 2017, so it's not totally fair, this comparison. The reason why I really wanted to try this out is I wanted to see, because I'm so used to the Apple Watch, how it would be to go to a Garmin. Are there things that are better or worse? Before I continue with this review, I want to say I'm not a total tech head. I do know something about technology, I'm interested in it, but no, I didn't go through all the functions. I've just been using it for the things I need it for. If I say something wrong or I use the wrong term, I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm not a tech genius. The Apple Watch. Well, you know, if you like Apple devices, you might know that it's kind of plug and play. It's quite easy to use, I think, especially when you're used to Apple products. It's touchscreen, you smoothly go through the menu, there's nice little pictures. It's just quite easy to use, also when you don't know that much about technology. The Garmin's a bit different. Yeah, for the Garmin's you do have to, well, I had to really look like how it's working. I sometimes had to get the manual, like, oh, which buttons do I use? And sometimes I was confused. The Garmin does have a lot of functions with heart rates, and you can calculate so many things. Fergal used it for running, I used it for swimming. With the Garmin, it automatically goes to lap time. And so if you're really, you know, you want to break records and you want to do running, and for that, a Garmin is very, very good. It has all those settings. I don't really care about my lap time. I just want to know how many meters I did, how many lanes. I like to do 800 meters. If I'm in a good mood, a kilometer, and then I'm happy, and then I finish my swimming. So with the Apple Watch, it just shows that, and that's all I need. With the lap time, for me, it's a bit confusing, like how many meters did I do? It's sometimes for me a bit too much information. And the funny thing is with the Apple Watch is that it actually can see what kind of stroke you did. Swim like this, or you swim like this, or you swim like this. He knows it all. What they both don't do, what they all don't do, is if you don't use the arms, it doesn't count it as lanes. So when I'm training, I sometimes train just my legs, and then with my hands, I'm not doing anything, and then it doesn't know I'm swimming. There's a disadvantage, I think, that the Garmin has, well, if you're using it with your iPhone, that it doesn't automatically pair. I mean, if it's turned off, if the battery runs out and it turns off, you have to pair it again. Apparently that's a thing that you have to do. My father has a Fitbit, and he told me he has to pair, he pairs it every day with his phone. For me, that's like, I just forget it, so I have the wrong time on my watch. I'm like, oh, I have to pair it, I have to pair it, I have to go in that app and pair. So you have to do that, and you know, every time it runs out of battery. Which doesn't happen a lot, but if it happens, well, the Apple Watch, it just automatically pairs with your phone all the time. And that's something I like. It's just easy. Easy peasy. Now we're talking about battery life. Yeah? Like I said, didn't happen often the Garmin went off. That's because, well, I used the Venu, and it was sometimes I could use it for almost a week when I was on a trip. Like when I was on a long bike trip, I didn't use all the functions. I just used it mainly as a watch, and to sometimes look at the calories and all those, you know, numbers, like, oh, how many kilometers did I do? And then I could, for days, almost a week, I could use this. Let's say 5 days. And that's the thing with the Apple Watch, 18 hours. So a day, maybe 2. And then that's the end. So if you're on a big long cycling trip, you do have to, yeah, that's the thing, you have to charge that Apple Watch a lot. So if you're on a long trip and you don't have a lot of electricity, then a Garmin is way better. There's even a new one now that runs on sun energy. I would like to try that out one day. So then you don't have to charge it at all. So that's great. Yeah. So with the Apple Watch, I was on bike trips a few times and it was empty a lot. Why Fergal actually really wanted to try out the Garmin is because you can put music on it and you can leave your phone in your house and you can just go running for, or cycling and play the music from your watch. And that's pretty cool. The thing is though, now, the Apple Watch can do that too. I really wanted to use it as well, but then I figured out that the Garmin doesn't work with Tidal app, with the Tidal app. What's Tidal? I know, I don't use Spotify, I use Tidal. Why? Because it's kind of Spotify, but then with a much better quality. So it's like CD quality instead of MP3 quality. But that also means it's a different audio format and the Garmin doesn't wanna, it can't work with that. Apparently, but as I said, this is an old Apple Watch, but the new ones, you can actually, also use the music function, and it supports Tidal. So that's pretty cool. This watch is though a Series 2, and it only works on Series 3. But that's because this watch is from 2017. We found out that you need a premium account with Spotify if you want to use it, because only then you can download the songs. So that's a good thing to know. Otherwise, with the Garmin Fergal, found out you can save your audio tracks to your computer and then you can put it on that as well. But that's a bit more complicated, So of course it's the easiest to use an app, but then with Spotify you have to pay. With Tidal I pay as well, but I'm not going to pay for Spotify as well. So it's great now that the Apple Watch supports Tidal. That's good. You should try out a newer watch to see how that works. The Venu Sq has a touchscreen. The Forerunner doesn't, that's why it has so many buttons. And the Apple Watch, of course, has a touchscreen. It works in the water as well. If you're swimming and then you want to use a touchscreen, then sometimes you have to twist the button and then you hear this and then the water goes out and then you can use the touchscreen. Again, the Apple Watch is from 2017, a few years old now, and I did notice that the touchscreen starts working not as good as it used to in the water. So at the start it was always reacting, but now sometimes it doesn't react. So maybe in a way it doesn't like water that much. But I swim a lot though, in chlorine water. I also read that the Apple one came up now with a system that it kind of calculates the calories better when you're on an e-bike, and I was always thinking that because you could only choose for cycling, and then sometimes I'm on an e-bike and it says, oh, you burned so many calories. Well, of course, you didn't because you're on an e-bike. So it's cool. It came up with that function. I like that. Keep up with the technology. It actually knows when you fall down on the bicycle, and then you can use the help function, and it can even ring the alarm number. That's pretty cool. And it also tells you when you have a high blood pressure. And I had that once that warned me for that. I was somewhere and it was in this factory where they were blowing glass, so it was really, really hot there. I was really close to they were working there, and then it said you have high blood pressure. And also once when I was nominated for an award, and, I was pretty nervous, and then it gave the warning. So it works. Happily, it was both times there was nothing to worry about, but that's pretty cool. And what I use it for is that you get messages in and calls in, and with the Apple Watch you can actually get your call in as well. I mean, the sound is pretty bad, but you can say, wait a second, I'm getting my phone. I used that a few times. Recently I started to get all these news messages, and I probably would turn something like that off. But then again, I didn't really know how to. I had to look that up. What they all do is if you achieve something, they celebrate it with you. The Venu gives you a little firework and stuff, I think. What is it again? I don't know. It's kind of silly. With the Apple Watch you get medals, different medals. And I know it sounds very childish in a way and stupid and pathetic. But I really thought it was funny, and I actually felt proud when I got those medals. They have a lot of medals you can get, and sometimes I did try to get a certain medal by doing something, you know, or some like walk every day. So in a way, with the Apple Watch, if you want to use a smartwatch to move more, they have a pretty cool system, I think. With the Garmin Venu, I didn't feel as much encouraged to. No, I didn't really have a great connection, I guess, with the watch. Yeah, I guess with the Apple Watch I had a nicer experience for myself, because I don't need so many settings and I just use it for kind of basic things. And I love the interface, I love the way it works. I love the design. On the back you can take the wristband off and you can put another one on it. So I have this fancy Milan design. I've got a leather one, you know, when you have a dress on or something, it's still pretty cool. And then I use these ones for swimming. It's a bit hard to change it though, you need long nails, which I don't have. It's a bit challenging. The Garmins, they come with plastic. With the Apple Watch, when I was wearing it with these, a lot of people say, oh, you've got a cool watch. What is that? It's an Apple Watch. And I have to say, with the Garmin, I've been using it for a few months and no one ever said anything to me about that watch. I guess, yeah, it's black and it's just very basic. It's not so... I mean, the front is a cool design, but then the plastic, yeah, it's really a sport watch. These are the charging things. The Garmin, you have to plug it in, and the watch you can just put it on it. So it's wireless. Click, that's very easy. And this one, to click it in. My conclusion, so yeah, for some people the Apple Watch would be perfect, and for others the Garmin. Apple made it just a bit more fun to scroll through everything to see your heart rate. It makes it a bit more like a game almost, yeah. You can really see that they try to reach out to people that are maybe not too sporty but want to be sporty, that want to get challenged, and Garmin really aims for people who are really sporty already, who don't mind take the time to figure things out, because all they do is sports and try to look at all their numbers, so they're already doing that. So yeah, so sport. Sport people like me. Well, I hope this was useful. Although I didn't get too much into details, I hope this was good. I wanted to keep this very, very short. Got to be a bit longer. Tomorrow I'm going on holiday, yes. Maybe you've seen my last video, then you know I kind of need a holiday. It will be 10 days of doing nothing on a beach in Greece. On a beach. Yeah, nothing. No bike, also, just nothing. That means that there won't be a video online next Sunday because I'm on the beach doing nothing, but the week after there will be a vlog online again. So and it will be probably about the cycling route I did the last 2 days, which was really nice, and we had really nice weather. And I thought that after all these months of cycling I was totally sick of cycling, but then I went on my bike again and it was great weather and I just loved it. It was good, got my energy back. So you see, cycling, it's nice. Thank you for watching, and before I forget, If you like this video, please put your thumb up. You can subscribe below. And if you click on the little bell, you get an update every time I put a video online, which will be soon enough again. Thank you. Happy cycling. Bye.